Okay, we're back in regular session.
I'd like to make a motion, we extend Ray's grant for 12 weeks of extra leave. He's gonna pay his insurance.
And with all the conditions in the letters.
Yep.
You have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You have contract negotiations.
I make a motion that we take Debbie's offer for $65,000 a year, 24 hours.
Second motion?
Second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed.
Okay, which puts us, where's it?
Which puts us back to the original offer, unless you're going to make another revised offer. So the counter proposal has been rejected. So now
So the contract goes until the 30th?
it goes to the 30th unless Debbie wants to accept the proposal that was already sent.
Okay, is there, have any,
Do we have a timeline?
oh, we need to act if she's not accepting,
Well, there is no requirement in the contract that she accept before the 30th. It's just that if there is no negotiated agreement by the 30th, then the contract terminates. So, you could, if you're concerned about continuity, you could make a motion for whatever action you want to take in the event that the offer is not accepted, so that you could get things started, so that November 30th, if Debbie is no longer working here, she hasn't accepted, then you can move right away on whatever action you're going to take next. So if you have something in mind, you can make a motion now to take effect only in the event that there is not a contract with Debbie in effect as of November 30th.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I
so
understand.
where's the continuity?
So that you could start, if you have someone else in mind to start negotiating with, you could start negotiating with contingency that take effect starting December 1st,
Okay.
if the position is available.
So we just need a motion for that? Do we need an individual to be a name placed in there, or, I mean,
Now,
that,
you can make a motion right now to start negotiating with someone else. As long as that person understands that it's only going to become available.
That's the
Yeah.
same conditions as
Right.
the offer.
and that position would be as of December 1st? Or November 30th?
It would, well, if you don't receive a response by Debbie by December 1st, then you could contract with another individual December 1st.
Okay. So we need a motion with an individual in that motion then,
And that would be for
in the
deputy
event that,
director or something?
pardon me, for new executive director.
You could make a motion to offer the proposed contract that you proposed, that
Right.
you offered to Debbie. You could make a motion to start negotiations to offer that contract to someone else, contingent upon it being available December 1st.
All right,
I keep saying off that contract to somebody else and tell me we already got somebody in plan or something.
If there is,
Which there probably is, but that's what it sounded like to me, you already got somebody in mind before.
Well, we can't make an offer like that without knowing that we have options.
Well, first you would have to put out, take a resume or something for that. You just say you already got a person involved.
You don't have to do
I'm saying, we're saying we already have someone, to take that job.
that. Well, we know there's people that can handle the job for the,
I'm
for
saying
the
we have a
proposal.
person in mind, that's my question, yes.
Comes up in a resolution, well, no, I don't know.
I do. I have a person in mind. I absolutely have a person in mind who I think is qualified, who I think will do an excellent job. I do, and I'll be happy to make that motion. All right, so I'm making that motion that we offer the position contingent on Debbie's decision to see David Sparks,
Okay, is there,
under the terms of the contract, the first contract.
is there a second? I'll second.
And so,
Any discussion? The terms are,
This-
if
the terms are,
if Debbie's not, well, if Debbie does not take, I know.
all right, the
If-
terms
If
are,
Debbie doesn't take the job, he's hired, or he's hired. Can-
You know what, you made an offer to Debbie, she rejected it. She gave a counter proposal that was rejected. So, as of right now, it is, it hasn't been accepted, so her employment is gonna terminate November 30th.
right,
She can always make another proposal that you can consider, but right now, you're free to contract with another person to start December 1st, because there is no contract that has been agreed upon to
Right.
continue. Negotiations are completed, now that offers have been made to reject.
all right. So my motion still stands, that it would be a 30-hour work week, it would be at $50,000, it would not have any benefits. There would be a $100 per month reimbursement for cell phone, 5 personal days and 5 sick days. No vacation.
And that's, that, we have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? To do a vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Look at me.
What do you?
No.
No?
It's not necessary, I mean, if she doesn't take the job, and if you have somebody in mind, we can do that in record time. I don't know why we have to have that.
Okay.
Well, we can't do it till the 12th, and so you go 12 days
We have
without it.
special meetings all the time, right? So, you know, if it becomes that situation, we'll have a special meeting, we'll get that person, so.
Okay,
Okay. Any other business for the authority?
No, you can proceed that way if you want to call a special meeting.
Right, I mean, you can always have a special meeting.
Yes, it would just cause another special meeting where you could accomplish the same thing today, but you don't have to do that today.
So it could be effective, the motion could be effective December 1st.
Right. You could, right now, the contract with Debbie is going to terminate November 30th. So you can enter contract negotiations with someone else. So that contract would begin December 1st, so there would be no break. You would have an executive director start December 1st. That would be my recommendation, so you don't have a period of time where you're left without an executive director. If you can accomplish it now, between now and December 1st, let's get someone engaged if Debbie's not going to
And
continue.
so if they start December 1st, if Debbie's not, if she decides not to accept the offer, they will have been able to possibly work with her free, no payment, for a period of 2 weeks or whatever that is.
That ain't gonna happen.
No, it may not. You know, we haven't had a lot of transition people here when the executive director changes it, so.
Well,
I don't know when the last one was, whether there was a transition.
Even if a person isn't gonna, I wouldn't expect a person to work here before December 1st, but at least right now, you can take an action to make an offer to another person so that that offer could be accepted before December 1st, before our next meeting, so that you could have another executive director in place before our next meeting.
So, can we redo that?
Yes.
Or is it different format, or whatever? It's the same.
No, your motion would be to make an offer of employment to Dave Sparks, the same offer, same terms that were contained in the offer that was made to Debbie.
Right, reintroduce it.
I I move that we, I thought I did it this, in the event that Debbie does not accept the offer, that we are able to go into, under contract with Dave Sparks for the position of executive director as of December 1st.
But I just want to make clear, Debbie has already rejected
Rejected
the
the
offer.
offer.
Right. So as of right now, her employment is going to terminate on November 30th. She can always come back with another proposal, and you can consider that at that time. But if that, assuming that does not happen, at least if you make a motion to make an offer to Dave Sparks, that would begin December 1st. It would begin.
I think it should be advertised. Debbie don't take a job, it should be advertised. He's getting jobs with political friends who are not for him, so. That's what we're doing, we're giving a job to a political friend. Without advertising, see if there's somebody else out there who can do the job better. If Debbie doesn't want it. Right away, we have somebody's name.
Mhm.
Of due diligence.
Huh? That was called politics, what it is.
It's called having a qualified
It's-
candidate, I don't
it's-
care what you
it's-
call it.
No,
it's
we have a
about-
qualified account, we don't advertise that.
It's about running the authority of the business and getting it where we're bleeding money. We're gonna stop that.
Just like they put Debbie in as clerk of the board, you know, and replace somebody who was amply qualified, and she was qualified, and we're doing the same thing, that's all. Certainly, we would not want to put someone who wasn't qualified in there.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's,
I
you know,
said
but that
advertise.
that is what you're saying, that
I
he's
know, I
not
said we're
qualified.
playing politics, I said advertise for the position.
Well, you know, we went out and sought individuals who we thought were,
It had the skill sets that we needed in this time.
yeah, and that's what we did.
You made a motion, I'll second the motion.
Okay.
Any discussion?
Just so that it should be clear, whether, is the offer still open to Debbie or not? That is what you need to make clear. If it's been rejected, you can.
Well, we're not having another meeting, so it's gotta be accepted.
Okay. And Debbie's here, and you could decide, the offer's been rejected, and if it's not accepted today, you could withdraw the offer so that you can continue on with someone else. So,
Why wouldn't she have until that date to make that decision? I mean, just,
We have to have a special meeting, that's all.
I don't know what, I would think that anybody who, you know, you give notice if you're gonna stay or go. But where are we now with this? Did we vote on this?
Not yet. We're in this discussion, we'll make sure everybody was formalized with it.
I'm just pulling out the employment agreement. The notice of non-renewal provision in the current contract says, the agreement shall continue until either party gives at least 90 days written notice to the other party that the party does not wish to extend this agreement.
Either party?
Which we did.
Which we did.
Either party.
Right. A written request by the board to modify or renegotiate the terms of the agreement shall be considered a notice of non-renewal if the subsequent negotiations do not lead to a mutually acceptable agreement. At this point, you have negotiated and they have not led to a mutually acceptable agreement. So as of right now, this agreement will terminate November 30th. So your motion now, I recommend that it be to negotiate, if you have someone else in mind, negotiate with someone else so that you can have some continuity, so it will continue uninterrupted to start December 1st.
Let's negotiate, there's always, our salary is set in place. So let's
Correct.
We just have
negotiate.
to agree to those conditions.
Offer and acceptance, that's all.
Negotiate.
all right, so you can go up with the motion, I second it, you need to vote on that.
Okay, we have that motion, second, the discussion is finished, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None no? 3 ayes? And,
And noted that Mr. Boros didn't stay for the vote.
Any more business before the authority?